Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog. And normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go and getting to start. Zach Gallen. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rooker sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Parker Meadows.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score, he's definitely able to do that.
Right through there for a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the hill in this one, Michael Wacha. What's the word on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
One down, base is empty. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Anthony Santander at the plate. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Into center. Got it. Nice grab. That is the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Lawrence Butler. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Gallen. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Second inning here, no score.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
2 down, base is empty. So up now for Kansas City, Marshall Walker. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it to first. That ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Lofton hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Willie Adames stands in. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Gallen, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the second baseman, Nick Lofton. Gallen winds and deals.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season. What a year he's had.
Riley fires to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So the Royals batting order turns over. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. The wind to kick the pitch. And they'll do it again. On the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. And Witt is out. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance. And it is foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little early. Still barreled it. As you see, home run distance. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. He beats the throw, and he reaches safely. Here's Andres Jimenez. Gonzalez leads off first with 1 away. Puts a bunt down. Off balance feed, there's 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Here is Austin Riley. 2 outs. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
This to third. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. 1 left for Toronto. And we are still scoreless. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Garcia, gets the outside corner with that one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, it was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Butler. Oh, gets dirty. The throw, nicely done for the out. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under.
Ladd swings, drives one deep left field, and it slams off the bottom of the wall. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Now the batter now, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss at a slider. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Guerrero around third. He'll score. The Blue Jays take the lead. 1-0. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Stepping in, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Cut on and lifted in the air. Butler makes the play, and it's out number 3. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
2 down, bases empty. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Jimenez has a beat on it, makes the grab, and that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to him, Nicky Gonzalez. On the ground, right side. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Fermin makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. And to the plate for Kansas City, Parker Meadows. Makes the catch. One down. And next up for the Royals, Nick Lofton. On the ground, right side, Jimenez. Slings to first. Awesome play there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that's in the dirt. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there on the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Next to hit. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, James McArthur. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Base hit, center field. Man at first, nobody out. Anthony Santander now at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Butler brings it in, and there's 2 away. Spencer Steer, the next to hit. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is Lawrence Butler. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going? Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Tying run at the plate, and that is out of play. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field, and it drops in. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 3-1.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
First and second, 1 out. Parker Meadows steps in for the Royals. 2 on, 1 out. And now 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Popped up. And the infield fly rule call. So 2 down now, and here is Nick Lofton. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
They kept the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And we're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Lucas Sims. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Out to short. Witt over to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. Next to hit, Randy Arozarena. Hit hard on the ground to short. Witt over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And now for the Jays, Nicky Gonzalez. The 1-1. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. That'll fire up the dugout. His 4th home run of the season. And they add on. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
That one ripped right center field. Tattooed the Tater Town and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-1. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
Well, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. He's got that monkey off his back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your...
Trevor Gott takes over on the mound. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's Austin Riley. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw. He's in there.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And now 2 aboard. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. That one to first and foul ball. Riley, the lead runner at second. Guerrero at first, 2 out of the inning. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 round trippers in this. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Evan Phillips.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Stays alive. In the air, right field, Rooker. And there's one down. So digging in, Michael Garcia. Next offering is fouled back. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 out. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Steer makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. On a line, base hit. And a good start to the inning. And next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Randy Arozarena next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This one in the air. Witt has this one sized up. Drops into the glove. And the inning is over. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Wandy Peralta.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now at the plate, Vinny Pasquantino. Nobody out. Runner at first. Out there to center. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Royals down to their final out. Next is the Royals catcher, Freddie Fermin. Now a slow roller to second. That's the ball game. 5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill, Bowden Francis.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really...
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way.
Runner on the go. Come on and missed. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
And it's caught for the out. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. There's a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look.
They take the force out, and that'll do it. Here's Andres Jimenez. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extent.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. That's back. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And the go-ahead run stops at third base. Anthony Santander at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Safe, he beats it. And they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Butler makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the center fielder, Randy Arozarena. Lined, and that's a base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. So 2 on with 2 away. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. 1-1 now. On the ground to the left. Witt. Over to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now it's going to be Marshall Walker. And that one wrapped foul. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. Swings through that one out in front that time. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Royals bats are bottom of the second. Willie Adames stands in. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the Toronto catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. Up the middle. Nice grab. The feed for one. On to first. Out. Double play. Just got it there in time. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And we're back. Here is Austin Riley. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So now 1-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. Swing and a foul out of play. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out. On to the 4th. And now Marcell Ozuna. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now here is Lawrence Butler. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Just off the inside corner, and it's 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. To the right side, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is ready to go. Bottom 4. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. That one down the line, Garcia. Handles, throws to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So up next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Garcia. And there are two down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now, Willie Adames. Man at second. Bounce to third. Tosses to first, and they get Adames for the out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now, Freddie Fermin. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is down low. And that one in the air center field. Arozarena brings it in for the third out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. And he grounds one to the right side. Massey gets it to first. One up, one down.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Left field. And there's 2 down. 2 out, space is empty. Here comes Austin Riley. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
2 strike.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play. Ball to strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Steer sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Up the middle. On to first. And they get the out.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2 and 2. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. And it remains 2 and 2. A swing and a soft liner. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Clark.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. A little bit out in front of that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate, but he did just enough to drop it in fair down the line.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
The 1-2.
That's the ball.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel Serpa, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. MacArthur getting loose as well. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lofton sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Burr.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by...
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. The 1-1. Hit weakly on the ground. Garcia tosses across the first. One up, one down. Willie Adames digs in now.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that extends the inning. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. So now a pinch hitter, J.P. Crawford. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Two on, 2 outs. Hit on the ground softly to short. Witt in plenty of time to first. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rosarena makes the catch, and there's one away. So up now for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 2 outs, base is empty. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, James MacArthur.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Hit on the ground to short. Witt over to first. And Guerrero is set down. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a ground ball, and there's a hit. So up next, Brent Rooker. That one ripped. That's back there, and it's gone. His second homer this series, and they add a pair. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
1 out, base is empty. And now, Randy Arozarena. That's off the inside corner. And now 3-1. This one chopped up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. 2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. He's 2 outs away. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Struck him out swinging. And they're down to their last out. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Pitch is in there. Going to count 1-2. The Royals down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill today, Cal Quantrill. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every fourth or fifth day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today. 2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. First and second here, no outs. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked
2
in.
balls, 1 strike.
Hit softly on the ground to third. There's one. And a run scores on the double play. So now here's the DH, Marshall Walker. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Cole Reagans.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Here comes Austin Riley. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Corrals it. And that is the third out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Michael Massey. On the ground to short, Adames. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So digging in, Parker Meadows. And a swing and a miss. Quantrill with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Next offering misses down and away.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Blake Mitchell. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. On the ground to third. Riley fires to first. Royals set down. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate. There's a swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Fouled off. He was late. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Witt hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, top half of the 3rd inning, and here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. Right side. Rooker makes the grab, 1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. And that one hammered. Steer. Long run into the gap. Full extension makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. Ripped to 3rd. Sends it to 1st. 1 up, 1 down. Willie Adames stands in. Here's the pitch to Adames. That one fouled off. 2-2.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
This one in the air. Mitchell snags it for the 2nd out.
Batting ninth, catcher number 1.
Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. Swings and misses, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Start of the 4th. So up now for Kansas City, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this 2nd time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
The Royals hitless so far in the game.
Outside.
That misses, and the count is even 2-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Jimenez throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's the Royals DH, Marshall Walker.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Arozarena under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. The wind of the pitch. Lifted in the air, out to left. Ozuna should have it. Squeezes it, and there's one away. Austin Riley at the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. See you later. A massive home run. And it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Line drive. Meadows makes the play. Out number 2. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. High fly ball out to left field. Ozuna should have it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. All even now. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, left field. Steer hauls it in for the out. And next up for the Royals, Parker Meadows. One out, base is empty. In the air, left field. Steer. 2 down. Blake Mitchell will hit next. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Popped up. Guerrero under it. And that'll do it. He's through 5. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Lifted in the air, right center field. Meadows sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randy.
And next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Arozarena on the move. Pitch misses. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Liner caught it second. Takes it to the bag himself. And all set for the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hayden Sanger. Line to left. And foul ball. Quantrill ahead 1-2. And that misses off the outside edge. Now fly ball to right center. Touches down. That's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. The runners move up on the sacrifice.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Now one miss.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strike.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Willie Adames. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Meadows makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Popped up. Witt. 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. Right side. Massey. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. And that skips into there.
Well, these Royals looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Go ahead run on base. Massey, the next to hit. Ripped on a line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Parker Meadows now at the plate. To second. Pulls him off the bag. So up now for Kansas City, Blake Mitchell. On the ground, Adames. There's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So no runs. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The lefty ready and a 1-1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive, and there's a hit. Rowe holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. In the air, center field. Meadows under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. And the Royals manage. Carlos Hernandez gets handed the rock out of the pen. Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Riley comes in to score. And it's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th. 2 on, 1 out. So up next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
This to third, and that chance handled. They get the force. They limit the damage here. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yariel Rodriguez. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Freddie Fermin.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That's to third. Riley slings it across. First out in the top of the 8th. So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. 2 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. And the batter now, Willie Adames. The 1-1. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next for Toronto, Nicky Gonzalez. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground, 2 ball. Massey over to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Massey makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
No outs, runner at first. Lawrence Butler steps in for the Royals. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That's off the mark. 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that's in the dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Ball 4, he walked him, and that keeps things going. And now Marshall Walker, and that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Hard liner, and that's a fair ball around third. He scores to tie it up as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
In the air, left side. Steer in position, brings it in. Both runners tagging. A big run scores on the sac fly. And in the ninth, they take the lead.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Parker Meadows getting ready to hit. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And the runner holds. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. In comes the runner from third.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And
here comes the manager. New pitcher on now, Mark Leiter Jr.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Boots it. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error. Runners at the corners here. One away. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. Swings through that. Meadows, the runner at third. Mitchell on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Royals. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Josh Bell. 1 out. The base is empty for him. In the air, right side. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This could end it. Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. Anthony Santander knocks one out. It's 4-3. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
Now it's going to be Brent Rooker. And a count 1-2. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll do it. The Royals get back in the win column. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Matt Waldron. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub-350 ERA. And You know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So, man aboard. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fair ball. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel.
Hit in the air, center field. Arozarena gets under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center. And towing the slab in this one, Frankie Montas.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. His 2nd home run of the series, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Meadows going back. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the finale of this 4-game set. Lifted in the air, right field. 2 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Tied up here in the early going. Got him. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Marshall Walker. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Into the bullpen and gone. And the Royals take the lead. It's 2-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 2nd. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Man, that thing just barely got the zone, so you almost can't blame the guy for laying off. I mean, with the way knuckleballs dart all over the place, realistically, that could have just as easily missed by.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. And a big swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Back now in Toronto, leading off Brent Rooker. And a pitch. Out to short, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And now for the Jays, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. They get the out on Arozarena.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm.
Now this one gets through. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. And it's a one-run game. Runner at first with 2 away. Dalton rushing next up for the Blue Jays. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe. It's 3-3.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Throws to second, pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here's Austin Riley. Jimenez on at second with 2 down. And a base hit into right. Coming home. The throw in. But it's offline. It's 5-3.
Picks himself up at RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one in the dirt to second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Now here is Marcell Ozuna.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. 3rd home run of the season. It's 5-4.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Riley settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
He's got it. 2 down. So here's the Royals DH, Marshall Walker. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. And it's off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Next to hit, Brent Rooker, and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. To short, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. And here is Randy Arozarena. Montas a move to first. And he's back in on a dive. The 1-1 is fouled off. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now 1 out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it.
Massey. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now here is Dalton Rushing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Steven Matz.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And a base hit. Crawford around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And it's 8-4. So here's Riley now. On the ground, right side. To first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Parker Meadows steps in for the Royals.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one hops the wall. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And now 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about
swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is a big first out. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab for the second out. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Chop to the right side. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. KC gets one on the double. It's now 8-5. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Anthony Santander digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Action in the pen down there. James MacArthur getting ready to go. Clark also getting ready. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Taylor Rogers.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
That one lifted to left. Steer makes the grab, 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Marshall Walker. And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 1 out. And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Got him swinging. That's out number 2. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The other way, makes the catch, inning over. Royals back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ripped to right. And there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was.
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. The throw into second. And he's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double. But unfortunately, thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Stepping in, J.P. Crawford. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. No runs on 2 hits. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Paul Sewell.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Back to the top of the lineup and to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. And that's ball 4. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get...
Hauls it in, 2 away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first.
Just runner on the go. Swing and a foul straight back. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. And that one is off the wall. Witt scores. And it's now a 2-run game. That holds the runner at second base.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. KC gets one on the double. It's now 8. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, James MacArthur.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
To the right side. Whips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here's Austin Riley. 1 down, base is empty. There's a high chopper. Pasquantino. And a couple of quick outs. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Up the middle. Witt. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Burr.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball. Fights it off, he'll see another.
This is something else. Running that pitch count off, I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for the pitcher to have so many good pitches spoiled off like this.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 8-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
He's under it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
That one down the line. Fair ball. Runner on at first with 1 gone. So up now for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next up for the Royals, Parker Meadows. On the ground, right side, Jimenez. The throw to first. That's out number 3. Kansas City moves closer on this solo blast. And this is welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The other way, and he beats the shift, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
The batter now, Brent Rooker. Up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting.
Digging in, Spencer Steer. Santander over at second, one down. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. So up next, Randy Arozarena. Ground ball left side, could be two. The flip, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line to left. Steer snags it on the run.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one. Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Butler.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deep.
Runner on the go. Hard hit to third. And that is the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Angel Serpa.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Rushing. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Andres Jimenez, the next to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. That's out to center field. Meadows should have this one. And that ends the inning. So one hit. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The 1-2. And it chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Marshall Walker steps in for the Royals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only one out remaining. Now at the plate, Michael Massey. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Tuesday Baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, Alek Manoah.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. One gone here. Nolan Schanuel now at the plate. Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. 2 on, 1 out. Neto getting ready to hit.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
1 out, bases full. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
2-2. Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. 1 runs in, hits the top of the wall. Save, and they're up by 3. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes.
Guerrero takes it to the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. Today's starting pitcher, Michael Lorenzen. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over.
It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So a man at first. Here comes Austin Riley. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one ripped way back there. Gone straight into the visitor's bullpen. A shot to the opposite field. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Fly ball to right. Andujar hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Anthony Santander at the plate. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Brent Rooker digs in now. That one hit to right. Andujar. That is the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the rookie second baseman, Christian Moore. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here's the rookie third baseman, Matthew Lugo. Nobody out, runner at first. In the air, left field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He's safe. It's 4-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
1 and 2, count.
High fly ball out towards left center. Arozarena sizes this one up and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Here's Miguel Andujar. And that one sliced foul. Lugo takes his lead at third with one away. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. In the air, right field. Rooker on the move. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Popped up. Moore moving under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Willie Adames stands in. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And there's 2 down. Now it's Randy Arozarena. 2 outs. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here is Jock Peterson. Late on that fastball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Hard hit right side. He takes it on his own. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Logan O'Hoppe will hit next. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Steer. He makes the grab, and that is that. Offense set for the bottom of the third, and here's the rookie catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Andres Jimenez. Now he breaks his bat. Moore makes the grab. 2 down. Here is Austin Riley. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. Back here at Rogers Center, here's Joe Adell. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. On the ground to third. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Matthew Lugo. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 and 2 is the count.
That's towards center. Arozarena moving under it. Makes the catch. And that's the third out. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. And a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ohapi down to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikes. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded. Throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. So in now for the Angels. Rudder takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's safe. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-2. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Andujar gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit in the air out to center field. Rosarena puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. Man at first, one away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Chases that one out of the zone. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And Jack Peterson stands in. Right through there for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And they'll do it again. 2 outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's 5. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Out to short. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Willie Adames, the next to hit. 1 down, base is empty. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the center fielder, Randy Arozarena. This one in the air, right field. Andujar settles under it and makes the catch. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Wandy Peralta.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And next for the Angels, Joe Adell. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping.
Jimenez looks to second. That's one. Relay to Guerrero in time. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Nicky Gonzalez. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
The flip to the pitcher covering. One away, bottom of the sixth. Here is Austin Riley. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and now just a two-run deficit. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Hard hit, but right at him in left.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with two out. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Here comes Riley. He'll score. It's an RBI single. Back within one. It's 5-4. Ben Joyce gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that one finds its way through. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 5-5. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Fought off foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That one way inside. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get three and draw even. We're through six. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yariel Rodriguez. So in now for the Angels, Matthew Lugo. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. And next is the designated hitter. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2 for count.
And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter, Miguel Andujar. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar
1 ball,
gun.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
On the ground, Neto tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Nicky Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Peterson coming on, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Slow roller up the middle. Neto fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Mark Leiter Jr. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Late that time, and it's strike two. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Hans Kraus. Here comes Austin Riley. Up the middle, Moore. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Jake Brentz, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Yarbrough warming up his swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two outs, base is empty.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss. And that is that. One hit, one left.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Taylor Rogers. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. Line drive, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2-2 on the way. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, the question.
Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And now Spencer Steer. to third. Fires across the diamond, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Towards first, sneaks through, base hit.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. This is smacked left field line. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only one gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So taking in. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Leo Jimenez.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1-2 is the count.
Got him swinging for the K. That's the third out. And back now, we're in extra. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the DH for the Angels.
That's foul.
On a line. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. And now the right fielder, Miguel Andujar. That big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits. Back now in Toronto. We're in extras here. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing. First and second, no outs. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Neto. There's one.
He's up.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Across is the winning run, and the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win.
6-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We bring you Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
No, that's
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Here's Miguel Andujar. There's a swing and a miss. One out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One down. Nolan Shanuel will hit next. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto. And strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss.
Two strikes.
That's strike three and the third out. So back here with my pal Singy and our pitcher tonight, Ronel Blanco. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Two strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Willie Adames.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for
Runner on the go. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
First and second, one out. Anthony Santander at the plate. In the air, out towards left center. Peterson under it. He's got it, and there's two away. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Rooker now at the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Peterson makes the grab. Second inning set to go. And now Jack Peterson. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Puts it away for the out. Here's the catcher to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. That one out to right, Rooker. And he makes the catch. And there's two away. 2 outs, base is empty. Joe Adell getting ready to hit. And he swings through that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now here is runner on the go. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Gonzalez makes the play, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Lugo makes the catch, and there's one down. Willie Adames stands in. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Now Randy Arozarena. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That's in there. Now 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Zips it across, and that quickly 2 away. Miguel Andujar, the next to hit for the Angels. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Angels retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. Lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Peterson makes the grab. Austin Riley at the plate. 2 out, space is empty. Fastball for a strike.
We got a full count.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Adele right there to make the grab. And that back here at Rogers Center, on to the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Makes the grab, 1 down. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Center field, Arozarena hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And the batter now, Jock Peterson. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Shotwell takes it himself, and a quick out, number 1. So up next, Brent Rooker. And a swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is downstairs. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
In the air to left center. Peterson coming on, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Willie Adames. And a 1-1. And it stays fair. The relay to second. He's not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next to hit, Randy Arozarena. And a count 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over. No runs on. Gallen ready to fire now. Foul ball there. 1-2 here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. And there's a ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Moore with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now in Toronto, and here's the catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. This one smashed down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Gets him to chase after that one. Movement in the Halos bullpen. Jake Brentz, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Yarbrough getting cranked up as well. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. Now on the bump, Jake Brentz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Makes the catch for the second out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 outs. And it's even up.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Got him swinging. Nice work from the back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 down. Now it's the Angels leadoff man. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Miguel Andujar. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third, Riley. Out number 3. Make it 6. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the batter now, Anthony Santander. And a foul ball. Out to short. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. And here is Brent Rooker. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting,
And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. That's to third. They take the force out, and that is the inning. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. Breaking ball inside. 2-1.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Now it's going to be Zach Neto. That missed by a lot. And a count 2-1.
And on the mound, you know.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run. Fastball is outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Logan O'Hoppe the next to hit for the Angels. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Here's Joe Adele. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. High in the air, out to right. Rooker has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. And that's the third. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ben Joyce.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And that's down and away.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swing and a ground ball. Play at the plate. Safe, and they take the lead. Here's Austin Riley. Here's a check swing roller left side. Zips it to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit. Couldn't check his swing and induces a nice little ground out.
Man on second, 2 down. And that one fouled off. Got him. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Evan Phillips.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That to right. Brings it in. 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Matthew Lugo. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in. Out number 2. Next is the designated hitter. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Looking to get the tying run on base, and it remains 2-2. Fly ball down the line. Steer on his way over, and that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Hans Kraus.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Moore handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. 2 down, nobody on. And that one almost hit him. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Throws to first in time. And that quickly, 2 away. They're down to their final strike. 1 strike away. Got him! And that's the ball game. 1-0. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a Thursday matinee on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that...
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go on the hill and coming off a great start, Bowden Francis. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Up the middle, Jimenez. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Nolan Shannawell digs in now.
Nolan Shannawell.
Hit in the air, left field. Steer pulls it down, and that'll do it. Here's Andres Jimenez. On a bounce right side, Moore. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. So here's Riley now. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Going, gone. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
That's the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this. Top of the second, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Here's Joe Adele.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. The tying run is in to score from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. And next for L.A., Christian Moore. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Peterson on third. Adele at second. Moore at first. 1 gone. Steer sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Fires to the plate. But it's offline. He will score.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
And now the DH on the ground to first. Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. Not close with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Adele makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Now here is Spencer Steer. Slow roller to first. Shannawell. Tosses to the
Got
pitcher
him.
covering the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Willie Adames stands in. And now 1-2.
Man,
One ball,
that was pretty
2
gross
strikes.
right there.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Miguel Andujar. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up left side. Riley. 1 up, 1 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Zach Neto. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Jock Peterson. Peterson just got a piece of it. And downstairs. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one popped in the air, left field. Steer. Corrals it. And there are 2 down. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back into the bullpen and gone. That one felt good. Second home run of the inning for them. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. So 2 down, and now Joe Adell. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone. Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels.
One of the things
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
He's been swinging it really well lately. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. Now to first, and it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the batting order turns over. Andres Jimenez will hit next. Out to center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Yohandy Morales. Strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Throws across the diamond. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And now the designated hitter for the Angels. And foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. 1 gone, runner at first. Now here is Miguel Andujar.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's got a chance. And that one is off the top of the wall. Coming home.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man.
Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Rosarena makes the grab. 2 away. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Hard hit left side. On to first. They limit the damage here. Angels get 1 on this double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Riley. The 1-1. Ground ball left side. Gets it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Halos leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out to short, Neto. Over to first.
He's out.
And Guerrero is set down. Anthony Santander at the plate. 2 outs.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. New pitcher now for the Jays, Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Steer sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That one outside, and it's 2-1. That one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty, and here is Joe Adell. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Angels go. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Adell settles under it and makes the grab. And there's 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, bases empty. Willie Adames, the next to hit. Hammered, base hit, and that extends the inning. Now it's Randy Arozarena. In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Adames at second with 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. Blue Jays held it. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yariel Rodriguez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
One ball.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Yohandy Morales, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss.
One ball. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Rushing down to first with it. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. So the lineup flips over, and next is the designated hitter, and he gets tied up right there.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Back now in Toronto. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton Rushing. And that one hammered. That's back there. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And that one in the air center field. Adele moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So a man aboard. Here comes Austin Riley. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Man, he had to go such a long way to track that one down. Outstanding effort. If he doesn't get there, then that run from second basically walks in. Instead, he just moves up one base with 2 outs.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-3.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Stepping in, Anthony Santander. 2 outs, base is empty. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Throws to first. That ends the frame. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
On the ground to third. Whips it across, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. Next one in the dirt. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Steer under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Here is Jock Peterson. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rushing, snags it, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Ben Joyce.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's a 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. And it's through for a hit. Runner on at first with one gone. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. And that's fouled off. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's two away. And now for the Jays, Randy Arozarena. Steer leads off first with two down to the inning. Check on the runner. Steer dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Ryan Yarbrough.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Yeah, the batter now, Dalton Rushing. And that ends the inning. Nice work from the welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Wandy Peralta. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. And now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, second baseman
Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hans Kraus. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Line drive, base hit. Here's Austin Riley. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And there's one away. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Tattooed and gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one is absolutely belted. Adele on the move, racing back onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's tightened up a bit. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now Miguel Andujar fires over to Guerrero. Now one gone in the 9th. And next for L.A., Nolan Schanuel. Right through there for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead in the 9th. One down, and now it's the Angels. Guerrero to Adames. That's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 7. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Hunter Harvey. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. The 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. Touches down. That's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He drove that ball very well out to the deep part of the field, and you may be surprised he didn't get a double out of it, but I'll tell you, they did a great job of getting that ball back into the infield.
The throw is wild, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Really important at bat coming up now.
And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. To second, but way too late, safe there. Adames into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, Just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one high in the air to left center. Adele sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. And now they trail by 1. So they're down to their final out. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swings through that one.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. 1-run game here today.